2-inch Toshiba Cinema Series TV with Cyclone ABX sound and Super Tube, a theater in your home. Eaton value priced at $1,499.99. So why wait when you can get Eaton value every day?
Weeknights, catch Perry Mason right here on CKVR.
Gordon, and this is Ear to the Ground. If you trace the roots of rock and roll music back far enough, you'll hit gospel music. Gospel spawned everything: jazz, blues, soul, rhythm and blues, and those great revival meetings style soul Stax reviews. Now, this isn't meant to be a history lesson, but when you hear the music of the Bourbon Tabernacle Choir, you'll understand why I started with gospel, because all of those things are present in the Bourbon's music. What's really remarkable about this is that the Bourbons are still young people. They started listening to music when techno and punk were the rage. And it's kind of like, as musicians, they bypassed what they were hearing in their immediate environment and the fashion of the day and connected with a style of music and performance that last flowered, if you'll forgive the pun, in the late 60s. The people in the band play together, they live together in a communal way, and they cook together on stage and off stage. Here are the Bourbon Tabernacle Choir on Ear to the Ground.
How would you like to come into the fridge of the Bourbon Tabernacle Choir? Is this gross or what? Oops.
There's food in it.
Yeah. It's called too much information. The camera's going to break down.
Music is a communal art form. One thing about our band is how spontaneous we are on stage and how we'll change things up.
Well, you just think we're pretty great, don't you?
Yeah, I think we're damn fine.
You squeeze the tears out of me, honey, like squeezing blood from a stone. You squeeze the tears out of me, honey, like squeezing blood from a stone. Yes.
Hello. Welcome to my...
Want to see what cornbread's going to look like? Look at this. This much?
It's going to be fluffy, juicy, not dry cornbread. Just like Grandma made. Except Grandma would like fry it in bacon grease after. It was really good. Probably not so good for you though. And I learned all my great tricks from my grandma.
Well, you know, we are middle-class kids.
A lot of us went to school together, and we started to playing music together when we were about 14, 15, and 16.
Seems like so long ago.
Really, there's been an entity called the Bourbon Tabernacle Choir for probably almost 10 years.
No,
you know?
not that long. Six.
No,
Six or seven.
not that long. Sorry, 7.
We played.
7. But it wasn't really qualifiable as a full-time band.
We've had lots of, the first incarnation of the Bourbon Tabernacle Choir that played at the Battle of the Bands at the Masonic Temple in high school Battle of the Bands. I think there were 14 people. We had dancers, percussion, like just, it was everywhere. Like everybody sang, we had one of the first original songs that Chris wrote was called The Sermon. It was sort of like a rhythm and blues. He wrote a rhythm and blues mass, kind of. And the sermon was one of the pieces to it. And in the middle, there'd be a break, and Andrew would preach. He would give this whole sermon, sort of, I mean, now it seems sort of ridiculous, but at that time...
Yeah, but we were playing that not so long ago, you know. We were playing that on the road and stuff.
Sure.
And but people really, like, it was definitely pretty different from what was going on at that time. Mostly well, there were lots of people doing different things at the Battle of the Bands, but definitely we had the most ridiculous
We weren't doing the
show.
doobies. there's common ground that everybody in the band walks, and I think that that's part of the exciting thing of having such a big band, is that there's 8 minds at work, you know, out there listening to stuff. Dave and Kate listen to a lot of gospel. Everybody listens to a lot of jazz, and you can bring in all that stuff, either directly or indirectly, and you know how it's affecting you writing and playing, and ultimately it starts moving off each other.
We're going to take a short break and come right back.
We'll be right back. Stick around.
This program is brought to you by Molson Canadian Rocks. It's coming for you.
We didn't know why Dave wanted to stop in this town.
I promised Mom I'd look up a family. Family friend.
Seems you went to see this girl, Doreen.
Oh, I'm a friend of Doreen's. Doreen's in the other room.
Well, he got all he could handle.
Hi, Doreen.
Sorry you've met Julie and Kim.
Excuse me, I gotta make a phone call.
We would have helped him out.
Guys, you gotta get over here.
But we were kind of occupied.
He says no way.
Molson Canadian, what beer's all about.
I have just the thing for that cold.
Most kids think that medicine has to taste bad. There's one cold medicine that relieves both kids and cold symptoms. Dimetap. Grape-flavored Dimetap Elixir, recommended time after time by pediatricians and pharmacists. After all, a cold medicine can't work if you can't get it down.
You like Dimetap?
Grape-flavored Dimetap Elixir. It relieves kids, as well as cold symptoms.
Hi. Right now, McDonald's, we're celebrating a birthday. Our birthday. We're turning 25. Well, I'm not turning 25. I'm only 17. And to celebrate, we'll be serving our hamburgers for just 25 cents with the purchase of a drink. So this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, come to McDonald's because we'd love to see you and serve you a hamburger for a quarter. After all, McDonald's doesn't have a 25th birthday every day, and I don't have one for another 8 years.
And there we are, the vegetables simmering.
Okay, let's go look at the rest of the house, shall we?
Good job, Noah.
All right. Our bass player, Jason Mercer's room. He's got the biggest and, as far as I'm concerned, the best ears in the band.
Jason Mercer!
Welcome to your room.
Welcome to my nightmare. Excuse me.
Jason's just making tapes, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just making some copies of some live tapes for my friend Tim, who plays in the Rio Statics. You just caught me in the act. You caught me in the act.
So, Jason, what else do you have in your closet other than clothes?
I've got a few skeletons.
You got a couple skeletons in your closet?
Yeah.
Oh, Gene Hardy, closet sax player. Hey, come on out, Gene.
Oh, thanks, man. It's really hot in there. And dark, too.
And dark, yeah, the sunglasses, yeah, that's good.
Oh, did I miss Jason's room?
Nah, you didn't miss anything. Jason's a picking and grinning guy. When I get good at country dobro, we're gonna be a team. We're gonna make hundreds of records.
I'm sure all you people in TV land can sing along. You all know.
we actually have a vast array of musical influences, from Al Green to Sly Stone to Thelonious Monk to Samuel Beckett to...
Funkadelic is a big one. Van Morrison, the band.
The Beach Boys, dare I say.
Yeah, they're in there. I mean, Miles Davis, everybody that you open your ears to, it's all out there. You can have it, you know.
If someone asks us to describe ourselves, we often say that we call the music sort of soul. And although that has connotations to, you know, Marvin Gaye or something like that, I think in terms of our influences and stuff, we call all that sort of music
like Bob
soul.
Dylan.
Bob Dylan is soul, like somebody who's just working from the same place that we are, you know, who has a certain, there's a certain sense that that's the only thing that they could possibly be doing is making music.
I was down at the docks, I was breaking glass, trying to make up else at you. Well, I got rid of all my stitches, but the hitch was you were fading fast from you. That old July sun was beating down upon my day. And baby, that is why I thought you lied, but I was wrong, and so instead, yes you were. But I'm turning red, I'm turning red. Take it way down there. Let's get down to something, something real, something real. Say, let's get down to something, something real.
It's all about regurgitation.
So
That's what
get
music's
out
all
your
about.
satin.
Yeah.
Well.
Well, I would say one good thing about the cyclical thing is that things get something comes up that's real and sincere, like funk and disco. You know, original disco is a good example, and then it gets seen as being something that's profitable and marketable, so it gets exploited all to hell, and you get disco duck, and you get everything, and it just becomes totally intolerable. The same way there's a lot of great hip-hop and rap bands now that are using a lot of, you know, techno jerk-off music from the 80s and using it full throttle in, you know, in great ways. I think it's sort of it's like it gets reappropriated and reinvented. And it's sort of exciting because you're just wondering, well, what's going to be added to it next, or what's the marriage going to be that's going to come up with like a brand new child next time around.
I spend a lot of time reading and playing and
practicing. I know he practices.
Oh, I practice.
I hear him.
At least 10 minutes a day. Follow me. We're going to the rest of the house.
There are differing opinions on what it means to be Canadian. But the classic definition is as follows. To be Canadian, you must be clean, cold, and crisp. Because this is what beer's all about.
Trident unwraps crisscross, and that means you can win one of 10 trips for two to meet the hip-hopsters in Atlanta. And that's not all. 2 Trident wrappers, no, not those kind of wrappers. 2 Trident wrappers will get you $1 off any CD or tape at participating Sam the Record Band locations. So watch Dan Gallagher's video hits for details, or check it out at Sam the Record Band. Trident sugarless gum, we've got music wrapped up.
Oh, jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those eyes?
At iMasters, the quality 2-for-1 store, buy 1 pair of glasses and get a second pair free, even if they're a different prescription. Or get a pair of contacts free. Better eyewear in just 1 hour. Eye Masters, every hour, every day, 2 for 1 at these locations.
When'd you get those eyes?
There was no joy in Diaperville. The team was all wet. First Lulu struck out, then Pee-wee. But hold on, fans, don't fret. Here comes Mighty Huggies with its best leakage protection yet.
Watch how moisture is drawn into our unique middle layer that's now more absorbent than ever. And our tapes are now wider for a snugger fit.
Now the pitcher throws his fastball, and now the game is won. For Huggies has come through, and it's a home run. Huggies, for dry and happy sports fans.
From local heroes to international road warriors, ear-shattering rock and roll gone Canadian.
It's totally addictive.
The Tragically Hip, the event on CBC tonight.
Welcome to our garden of earthly delights. We planted a sax player just back here. This is our sax player. It's about 4 or 5 months ripe right now. This is our food garden. Beets, peas, tomatoes, green peppers, carrots. This is our composter. Everyone should compost.
We get brain dead on the road so easily, you know, just eating at McDonald's and your brain slowly seeping out of yours. And Canada, in a way, is probably a stranger country than a lot to tour in.
Yeah, because you have a big population here, then you drive 15 hours, and you have a big population there, and then you drive 15 hours, and you have a medium population, then you drive 15 hours, you have a small population, then you drive another 15 hours, and you have a big population.
And the terrain is so strange. I would never have thought. I grew up in Toronto and lived in Montreal when I went to school. And I thought that was Canada. And I never would have thought that there's so much going on, and it's so different. Like, literally, every province, the mindset,
so beautiful.
The people are totally different.
I mean, we've had just great experience traveling the country. I mean, it's wonderful. And especially just by nature of the business, that, you know, the people that you meet, we're not actually really traveling as an isolated, you know, community. We're out there interacting with people, and we get to stay at people's houses and stuff like that. And it's great. It really sort of clues you into what's going on.
The band, as individuals, we get along really well, and everyone's very compatible, and everyone has their different role they play. It's like it really is like a family.
Oh yeah. And this is how we bond. Here we are bonding, moving the Hammond and the Leslie. Oh.
Where did you count the turkey? Your well-potato pockets. You see things just the way that you wanna see them plug into the socket. Hey. But when the lights come on, you won't remember, baby, until you knock it. Hey. Put your head on your shoulders, baby. Put it on, boy, you got much older, baby.
Slug bait. It's the secret behind our music. Oh, sorry, that's French. Depat limage.
New and improved
pellets
slug
right
bait.
there. Keep you regular, like no way. This is a bench that Kate made this bench for our garden.
Yeah, zoom in on that.
Isn't that a lovely thing?
This is the party of the year. You can't miss it. You just go down the highway, 2 laps to the right.
Party? That guy said left, huh? Left. Pretty sure he said left. He definitely said left. It's a toga party. Oh. Personal affirmation? R for reverse. We're out of here. Hey, what, you get lost? Gentlemen, welcome to the Center for Personal Affirmation.
Molson Canadian, what beer's all about.
In the world of Fisher-Price Little People, fun seems to pop up
Everywhere you turn. At school. Around the house.
Time for bed.
On the road. Everywhere. Because now that our playsets have little people power, little imaginations can really take off.
This program is brought to you by Molson Canadian Rocks. It's coming for you.
Sometimes I get a notion they're hiding at my door. There's a hyper people ocean, and I hear the ocean roar. I wake up with a madness and a paranoia's rage, and I feel like I'm a letter suspended on a page. I just can't find solitude time. I just can't find solitude time.
When I gaze into the mirror, and that's all I really need. There's something to the soothing of the solitary speed. I grab a change of farmers, nature cause it's a small size, where there is only room enough for a single pair of eyes.
I just can't find solitude time. I just can't.
A lot of musicians show up to our show because we'll just get everyone on stage because it's so much fun. It's really so much fun to be part of somebody else's machine, and then it incorporates what everybody does and all their personalities. And we had a night at Clinton's recently where a whole bunch of people, Chris had played with the Rheostatics at the Forum, and they were opening for the Bare Naked Ladies. So all those people who'd been at the Forum, not all the 7,000, but all the musicians who'd been at the Forum came to our gig. And we were well into our second set, and then Chris proposed that we just, everybody in the band, we'd start a song, and then someone would go find someone to replace them in the audience. So by the end, you know, Gregor went and got Tyler from the Bare Naked Ladies to come play drums. And by the end, there was nobody in our band on stage.
Hey, yeah, I believe you.
I think we're in it for the
At least
long
until
haul.
the end of today, because we'll be
Yeah,
right there.
it
We'll be
depends.
back to
Like,
break up.
you know, I mean, the band allows you to, like we talked about other musicians that we met. It's not just musical. You know, it's in every way. You know, artistically and personally, socially, it socially allows you to get out there and touch bases with people and really connect with various things. So it really is a wonderful sort of diving board. Like it's not like a stepping stone. I mean, it's always there, and I can see us always making albums. You know, but all of us work and play and just interact with other people. And as the band develops, you know, it gives people around you a reference point to who you are. And I think that's the nicest thing, because there's so many people you think of, authors and musicians, who just blow you away, and you have such a strong reference point to them, you know. And the fact that you're sort of developing a personality yourself that they can go, oh yeah, okay, I know you. You know, I think that's one of the most gratifying things, is that it sort of allows you to
like
get
being
out there.
associated with the rest of us? Is that what you're saying?
Well,
no, it's true.
I like being associated with the
we were going to
CBC.
stick with it, yes. If that's the question, we're going to stick, I think.
Yeah.
Well, hey. Woo! Hey. Yeah. Easy judging when you're sitting up in your high chair. Oh, no.
No lion tiger's gonna put his claws on their head.
Ain't no experience bad and never had to find no temptation but no shame had to come with it. Oh, cry when you're hungry, you just cry when you see it. Oh, pick it up one time, baby.
Now how to figure out the bad guy on TV.
What I'd like to know